Daniel, by the way.
Yeah.
He's petrified.
I'm a PNG tuber today.
He's a PNG tuber today.
Going back to the roots.
Our internet's been so messed up. I didn't want to risk the entire stream dying just because we're both live at the same time.
This is fair.
How is everyone doing? Hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Also, this is the closest thing that you've gotten to a Revs stream in like 6 months, so...
Yeah, so tell me you're welcome. Tell me thank you. I was gonna say tell me you're welcome. Tell me thank you. Yippee! Yippee! Rev is a cute PNG, it's true. It's true. How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a good day. I want to say thank you so much for the... Oh my gosh, the gifted memberships. My brain's like not working. And Kylo, thank you for the reset for 43 months. Thank you, Cadver, for the Prime.
All these giga chads.
I know. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Daniel, for the 5 gifted on YouTube. I'm still learning so much about YouTube streaming. And so I forget what words are, but that's fine. It's the hair bows that make the PNG.
Of course.
They're pretty cute, aren't they? Hi, Strawb. Who's that gorgeous girl beside you, and do they stream? Are you guys?
Don't tell my wife.
Can we enable the super chats? They should be on. I don't think I have them disabled. They've worked before. I don't even know how to enable or disable anything, so it's just the way it is. Hopefully everything is working good though. Rev says he loves his wife.
True.
Do he?
I do. I love my wife.
You guys like my beautiful PowerPoint that I created? Look at how nice it is. You know, usually I put a lot of effort into my PowerPoints. My chat knows, usually I put so much effort into making them, super fancy. Today I was like, you know what? The background will be pink, and that'll be good enough. That'll be good enough.
How do I find a cute girl to be my husband? Listen, I can't give away all the secrets.
His glasses are way too big. I think they're just the right size.
True, 'cause it's a PNG.
Oh, are they usually bigger? Are they usually smaller on your actual model?
Must be smaller. I'm tinkering with it.
This PNG is old. We took this, I've had this on my computer for at least a year or two. Your PNG right here. Because this is one that's on your advanced GG jars. Use code REV for 10% off. But yeah, this is the image that's on some of them.
I did think of one time, every day, every video, I would just make it one notch bigger, the glasses. It's very small. I was gonna do it for weeks until
a psychopath.
Basically, I make everyone in my audience feel like they're insane.
He does that with me. He gaslights me all the time, chat. He'll be like, "You didn't take your medicine. Are you okay?"
You didn't hit your head again.
Babe.
Baby, we just talked about this 5 minutes ago. You forgot.
He does this so much. Oh my gosh, thank you for the $2 super chat, Adis. Thank you.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
So true. We have so many questions. We got way more questions than I thought. I mean, I knew we were gonna get a lot of questions because everyone loves this guy over here. He's Mr. Popular. I knew we'd get some questions, but we got a lot. We got over 100 or so questions. So we're not gonna unfortunately be able to go through all of them. Luckily, a lot of them were kind of asking similar things. Yeah. So I went through them and he helped me go through them, and we picked some of the best questions to answer for you guys. So that'll be fun. So yeah, let's do it together, okay? Starting off strong. Bob asks, how are we so cute?
Oh. Getting the hard-hitting questions out of the way first.
That's what I thought. I was thinking we should start off with the more serious ones. I was born this way, personally. I think I rubbed off on him a little bit. Okay, these ones, there were a few different questions asking about anime. This one says, to Rev, what was your first anime that you ever watched?
The first anime I ever watched was Yu Yu Hakusho. Absolutely fantastic. recommend to everyone. It's got one of the best tournament arcs ever, and I'm not a big shonen person, but Yu Yu Hakusho, goated. First experience. And then the second one was Inuyasha.
Nice.
And then Cowboy Bebop.
Mine was like definitely Pokemon. Which I feel like is the most I feel like it's probably like the most basic like normie thing ever to say, but like it's definitely the truth, because like when I was younger I wasn't like really into anime. That didn't come until like I was like much older. So mine was definitely Pokemon. I always liked Pokemon. I love the Pokemon movies. My chat knows my favorite is like The Letters of the Unknown. It's the third movie. And I cry every time, don't I?
You do.
Exactly. I sob my eyes out. I sob. It's so sad. Yeah, Pokemon was definitely very accessible. I mean, when I was a kid, it was like a cartoon. Like I didn't even think of it as anything else.
I loved Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. That was another one. I didn't watch it as much. My brother watched that one more. And then, what is your favorite anime?
Probably still Monogatari.
Yeah.
Gabrielle Dropout for me is like when I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but I did. It's kind of random.
Mine is definitely Madoka Magica, but also ReZero. Those are my favorites. So Rim is best girl.
Yeah, I saw that the voice actor for Professor Oak passed away recently. It's sad.
This one I thought was funny. What determines the emote your face in the thumbnails of your video makes? No bias, but the laughing and smug Rev thumbnail faces are a personal favorite.
Those tend to perform the best. I'd like to say there's some big thought process, but there's about 6 of them I use, and I just kind of filter through. I never like using the same 2 videos in a row. If that happens, that was a mistake. I'm sure it's happened many times, but yeah.
Fair.
Angry Rev is Rev. You know what? I don't think people like Angry Rev thumbnail faces.
He's
that
like,
much.
the views are not popping off.
They
yeah, because you look like this.
They love the one where I'm like turned a little bit and I got like my teeth out and I'm like bursting out laughing. That one's the.
You should throw me in your thumbnail. I'd get lots of views. They'd be confused. They'd be shocked. They'd be like, "Who is this?"
No, you're only in my thumbnails when someone's trying to cancel you or us. I'm like, they did what to my wife?
Fair enough. Ooh, here we go. What do you think about each other's content?
Well, it's funny because you changed so much now, but
yeah.
I can't say it enough, Chad. I called it vocational Bible school. I don't know why. It's vacation Bible school. Mm-hmm. That was the coolest thing ever. I was so proud.
It was fun. It was a good time.
Helped out a lot of people.
Yeah, it was so nice. And for everyone who did show up to that, I sent out emails today with the electronic signed print. It's like in the form of like wallpaper for your desktop and your phone. And I also sent out the emails for if you were eligible for a signed print. And I got a couple emails from people saying that they were missing the email for the signed print and they were eligible. So I responded to a few people, but I've been really busy. So I didn't get to respond to everyone yet, but I promise I will respond to you tomorrow. So yeah, but it was cool. As for what do I think about Revs content? Well, I support him and I love him. Sometimes it gets stressful. I think that's like the main thing is like, it just gets stressful sometimes. So sometimes like I'll tell him to not talk to me about it. Like I'll be like, hey, I don't want to hear about it. Like, cause sometimes like it's like pretty, drama. Yeah, it's pretty normal, you know. I mean, to talk to your wife obviously about anything, but then also like. We're kind of like co-workers sometimes in a way where it's like he's working on something and he's like, you know, really heated about it or fired up about it and he's coming to like tell me about it. And sometimes I'm like, okay, go for it. But then sometimes I'm like, okay, no offense, I don't want to hear about this. I'm like, so.
I actually like totally understand that.
Yeah, sometimes it just gets to be a bit stressful and I don't want to think about stressful things sometimes. So Yeah, but I mean, I support him, and I think overall he has good takes, so that's why I married him. Yeah. He has bad takes sometimes.
I've never had a bad take in my life, actually.
In one word, how would you both describe each other? P.S. Hope you two are doing well as always. In one word?
I have so much to say about you. That's hard.
In one word? Just let it be a good word.
Loving.
What
a very loving person.
Aw. I would say you are passionate.
I like that.
Yeah, passionate is a good word to describe you.
One word, skibbity.
No, not that word. I don't like that word. When I am too calm, I watch Rev. After I watch Rev, I go watch Strawb to calm down. Based.
Wow, that is the content formula right there.
It's actually on purpose that we do it this way. We do it, yeah.
It's good to see all you guys, by the way.
Yeah, I'm like looking at chat. There's so many people. It's so nice to see everyone. Yay! Okay. Next. I just clicked what you said. I got an email for the prince, but didn't join VBS.
What you said, but I got an email for the prince, but didn't join the VBS.
You weren't there and you got an email? What? How did you get an email? I'm so confused. You're saying you filled out a form and yet you didn't get an email? Wait, you're saying you didn't fill out the form, but you did get an email? But I just copy and pasted from the, like I made a Google spreadsheet from the Google form and I just copy and pasted all the emails into an email. Which I learned today that there's a difference between CC and BCC, and I'm very sorry that you all were put in the same email. And I will not do that in the future. Someone informed me of that, and I did not know that was a thing, so...
It's always funny seeing people saying, look at Rev being chill and calm. This is how I am, like...
Well, it's funny, because that's, like, part of why when people will say to me, like, anything remotely, like, about him...
They think I talk like this every single moment of my day.
I'm like, y'all don't...
Strawb, your likes are public. Ugh. Like,
it's funny though because I'm like, y'all, like, especially like people who like hate on him or they're like, Strawb, how could you be with him, like blah blah blah. I'm like, you don't know him. In real life he doesn't talk, and when he does, I mean, it's nice. He's nice to me, he's sweet, he's a cutie pie, but he is so sweet to me. He loves me, so when you love someone you're nice to them, so he's nice to me.
That's all that counts.
He loves me. He loves me.
I am the quiet man, though. People think I'm a yapper. I'm the opposite.
He's not. When his parents found out that he was doing this, they were like, what? Because he, like, doesn't speak in real life. Not much. He's more of a listener. Which is good, because I talk a lot, if you can't tell.
Yes. I always wanted a girl who would talk a lot. Otherwise, you'd just be awkward and quiet.
I remember when we first met, though, it was kind of like that sometimes. Because sometimes I would be like... awkward silence, but like also it was never quiet because when there was an awkward silence I would like freak out about it.
Yes. I said it's okay to have silence every once in a while.
No. Not okay. Bad.
You're wearing your Rev t-shirt for this?
The only one he
owns.
Oh, I thought they meant your model shirt. I was like, it's the only shirt you have because I have multiple outfits. He's a pleb. He doesn't have multiple outfits. He just has the one.
I haven't fixed anything ever.
He doesn't want to.
It's the day one model.
He doesn't care. He's had the same mic since forever. He's had the same crappy PC that's slowly dying and withering away since forever.
Well, now I have a desire to stream on YouTube.
But he can't stream with his current computer.
I cannot dual stream with that. My computer would literally catch on fire.
It would. It sounds sometimes like a jet engine's going off, and he won't even be on it.
I keep playing WoW, that's right. By the way, World of Warcraft fans, my hardcore classic priest is 54.
He's very proud of that.
We're almost there.
He came to bed last night in the middle of the night because he got up to go play World of Warcraft like he always does, and he came back to bed and he was like, my eyes, they burn. And I was like, yeah, because you've been staring at your stupid World of Warcraft stream or screen in the middle of the night for for hours. Your eyes.
Literally, my eyes were burning.
His eyes. He said, when I close my eyes, it's light.
It literally was.
I was like, what does that mean? It was like, keep in mind, what time was it? It was like 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
I was like, leave me alone. I don't want to hear about this. He's like, when I close my eyes, it's light. I'm like, I'm trying to sleep. Leave me alone. Oh my gosh. Yeah, screen burn. I've had that before, actually. Okay. This one says, did you ever have a phase where you were matching profile pictures and e-dating? We talked about this, and I don't think we ever matched profile pictures. I did that in the past with people, but
should have done it like
we never
Elon
did it.
Musk and Grimes when they had the matching or emo profile pictures of their brother and sister.
I feel like he thought he was too cool to match profile pictures with me. You thought you were too cool, and I was too I was too shy.
I understand all the embarrassing stuff I've done with a smile for you.
Yeah, but when we were first, like, internet dating, like, I didn't want to ask you to do something like that. I was like, this is Rev, the guy from YouTube. Why is he talking to me? I'm a nobody. I was like, I'm not going to ask him to match profile pictures with me.
Oh, God. If we did the Oremo profile pictures, I think we would actually get killed.
Oh, no. Maybe it didn't come up. I just think I wasn't thinking about that. I mean, first we were just friends, you know. But we're gonna get into that because people ask us how we met. We're gonna get into it. Oh, this one's different though. What is your favorite brand of potato? Like or maybe like I guess
like
I would say
Idaho?
like I would say like type. I would say like type of potato. Like how
I
is
like
it?
a sweet potato.
He does like sweet
I
potatoes.
don't really like regular baked potatoes.
That's so stupid. I hate you for that. Toxic, thank you for the 21 months. He's being toxic right now by saying he doesn't like... You know, I always want a baked potato. Like, I love a good baked potato for dinner. That's, like, so yummy. And he never wants them. He never wants them. He says sweet potatoes, and he would, but he doesn't even really want that either.
Does Rev have faith in Jesus even more now? Praise him.
Babe, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you.
A Bible right here.
Yeah, we have our Bible open because someone asked a question later on that we're gonna get to about some stuff. So we're gonna talk about it.
But thank you, Faye.
Yeah, thank
Very
you so
cool.
much. Thank you. Okay. My favorite type of potato. Oh wait, you've already asked me, I guess. So maybe I already told you, but mine is baked potato. Baked potato loaded with cheese and ranch. Yes, I put ranch on my baked potato. And sour cream and pepper and salt. And did I say butter? Butter. Yeah.
Bob with the Giga Chad redeem.
Wow, he wasted all the points. Wow, ranch on a tater is wild. No, it's not so good. Baked potatoes are lame. Rev is right. Thank you for the $2 and your bad take, Nate.
W Nate.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna use your $2 to go buy a baked potato from Wendy's.
This economy?
Yeah, you probably can't even get a baked potato from Wendy's for $2
Actually, every
anymore.
time I ask for one, they don't have them.
Yeah, they're always like, we're out of baked potatoes. Sorry. I'm like, I know you put these in the microwave. They don't even taste that good. What do you mean you're out of potatoes? Okay, this one's actually pretty cool. You had answered this before. If you had to survive 4 weeks in the jungle with only 4 VTubers, who would you pick and why?
You answer.
No, you answer. You answer first.
You answer.
I better be one of the VTubers.
Of course, that's like the default.
He's like, I'm leaving you behind. You're not gonna help me on this island. And you would be
Am I
right.
picking for the purposes of survival or for entertainment?
Okay, I'm entertainment. I'm all the entertainment that you need. The other two need to be for our survival.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't even think of a VTuber to help us survive out in the jungle.
There is that banana juju girl. I mean, she's like a jungle VTuber. Maybe she's good at it. I don't know. I would say Rima. Rima's smart. I would say Rima. Yeah, but someone said banana juju. She's experienced.
True.
You think Pippa would have some survival skills?
She would.
She would definitely. Also, yeah, Kirsha would have some.
Yeah, I'd probably pick Kirsha.
Yeah, Kirsha would definitely have some. She's also a horse. Lots of meat. Ew.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking about the episode of The Nanny where they're stranded on the like in that jungle island. That would be me with you, nursing you back to health after doesn't he like get bit or something and he like can't walk, he's like paralyzed.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll bring Saba. She can fit in my pocket.
She can fit in your pocket. She is
35 centimeters.
She has a little floaty device that could save us.
This is true.
I kill and eat someone.
I believe it. I need that kind of energy.
No, thank you for the $2. No. Okay.
I think we answered that, sort of.
That was a great one. Okay, this one was a heartfelt question, it seems. I am a relatively new VTuber, and I have had a lot of trouble making connections, as most small VTubers my size seem to prefer trying to drama farm non-issues and cloud chasing over actually entertaining people. You both have been in this sphere for a while. Do you have any advice on how to connect with others and avoid these sorts of people?
Boy.
Well,
I'm very antisocial.
I mean, yeah, honestly, neither of us have that many actual friends, like, in the community, if you want to call it a community. But I would say, I mean, if you see someone that's clearly behaving in a way that you think is bad, like, avoid them.
Like, a reason.
It's not even just V-tweeters, though. Some V-tweeters are not that bad.
Yeah, I mean more like
the drama,
like
the drama farming
yes.
VTubers, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it seems like from this question, you've already kind of been able to tell people who act that way. So I would just say to avoid those people. You don't even have to, like, block them. Just, I, like, mute people all the time on Twitter. I'd maybe just mute them and then just look for people.
This is kind of like
for, like, nice people.
This is just like a life thing, but I would much rather have one person I can actually trust than 100 people who I'm like, oh, are they going to turn on me the second it's convenient for them?
And I've had so many people turn on me, so...
Yeah, we've learned the lesson of the people always say, oh, I would never.
Yeah,
they will.
They sometimes do, but you can't think that about everyone. I think that's why at first you just have to kind of be cautious and slowly let your guard down. Because the truth is, a lot of people online, like, you just really don't know them. And so just slowly get to know people before you, like, you know, get super close with them and tell them, like, you know, things.
You gotta gatekeep your hobbies and you gotta gatekeep your art.
I wouldn't go that far. That sounds kind of like bad. I don't know. I think you can have I get what you're saying, but I feel like you could definitely like I don't want to say like put walls up and never make friends because that's like not good. But I would just say to be careful. I think that's important, you know, no matter what. Yeah, trust but verify and always trust your gut. That's a good answer as well.
Drop names who betrayed you. Don't really have to. Most of them just fell off a cliff over the years. Like, I'm not joking. Most of them, think about like the people we dealt with who are like the worst. Where are they now?
I do think about people when we first got together that were like putting bets on how long we were going to be together. Like when we were first dating, they were like, I give them 4 months tops. And now here we are 5 years later and married, and I'm just like, I look back. What
happened to you?
I look back and I just kind of like giggle to myself, and I'm just like, hee. You know? It feels so good. It feels good to be a winner.
Oh, come on.
It does. It feels great. Okay, this is the question we've all been waiting for. How did you two meet? And what would you say is the ideal way to find your person outside of your local church? And this person just says, how did you two meet? And then this person said, Rev, what made you know that Strawb was the one? I'll let you go first and talk about this.
Like what part first?
Well, how we met first.
Well...
Apparently we met from a big argument because I'm an argumentative person.
That's what I heard. Well, I met her on Twitter. Where people meet the love of their life, of course.
Of course, it's a very
I made some
romantic
tweet, I don't
place.
remember what it was, but she left a very critical reply. I wouldn't say very critical. It was like she was criticizing, she was disagreeing with me.
But
and
like,
I go to respond, and she deleted it.
I don't
And then
remember
I clicked
that.
on her profile,
I don't remember
and I
deleting
saw that she
anything.
was a cutie. She had a couple selfies. I said, hold on, wait a second. There's something special about this one. And then she baked a cake for 1K followers on Twitter. And I said,
This was before
that's
I was a
very
VTuber.
wholesome. That was my first message. I said, that's very wholesome. Because normally people in the space, especially women, when they hit 1K followers or something like that,
Oh Lord.
they don't bake a cake, they whip out their cake. Okay, like I was so tired of stuff like that happening. So I'm like, wow, this is wholesome.
Not
And then of course she said, I'm your biggest fan, and I watch all of your videos every night.
I did not say any of that.
You did say
I
that.
did not say that. If I did say that, I was lying to you to get you to like me.
But yeah, we started as friends for many months.
Mhm. We were both
And
actually
then-
talking to other people
yeah.
at first. And we would confide in each other about
Yeah, we
stuff.
had bad relationships.
We were struggling.
And then when we were both single again, that's when we got together, and the rest is history. And I knew she was the one when I was watching Hamilton on Discord.
And you went,
This
didn't you
grown
tell
man.
your family?
They were like wondering what I did the previous night, and I was like, I watched Hamilton with this girl. And they're like, wow, you must really like this girl if you're doing that. Also, again, I'm a quiet person. Like I don't like talking for more than like 10 minutes on the phone. And we would talk on Discord for like 3 to 5 hours a day at night.
And keep in mind, it was during the
did this for many
pandemic too,
months.
so
Yeah.
like we were both kind of like at home, nothing better to do anyways. Like we both had a lot of free time at that point because it was like pandemic still. So
Beating on Twitter, this is beating the odds if I've ever heard of it. That's
yeah,
like love on hardcore mode.
it's crazy. It's actually crazy. Who's my favorite Hamilton character? George Washington.
Yeah, he's cool.
George Washington is like so based in Hamilton. Like I don't know,
He's such a cool character.
he is so cool. He's so yeah, he's iconic. Yeah, I mean you told it.
Pretty much.
And what
And
is
then I sent a photo of myself, and she said I looked like a school shooter.
I didn't say wait, did I say that?
I don't think you did.
I think I said you look like a serial
Yeah,
killer.
that's it. And she was into it.
No, well the thing is he looked really hot. Like okay, I'm not gonna lie, my husband's very attractive. And he looked really hot, but he wasn't smiling.
It literally looked like
He wasn't smiling in the
it
room.
looked like
He
something
had
I was
like
sending to someone to scare them.
the room had well first of all, you sent me 2 different photos and one
Yeah,
of them was
Post beard.
one of them was like your beard was like really grown out and the other one it was after you trimmed it up. But you were like not smiling, you were looking straight at the camera, like just like very serious, and you had like purple LED lights in your room and you just looked so serious. Like you looked really attractive, but you looked scary. Like but like kind of hot, but I mean very hot. But
See,
oh.
mission accomplished.
but I was just like you look like a serial killer.
Amazing.
But you know, I was into it clearly. Yeah, that's the funny thing though is like everyone thinks he's like a femboy or something because of his model, and that was not at all why he has this model.
Now I just keep it out of spite.
He's like the most like not even out of spite though. You like it.
I like it,
It's
yeah.
cute. I mean, the whole purpose
I
was
don't
to have a
think I
cute
would have
anime
had it
girl.
around as much if it didn't make people so angry.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Because when I first started using it, I would just use it like once a week
Oh, that is
for like
true.
bigger videos.
That is
And then
true.
it just I incorporated
But also,
more of
you said you like it a lot because people also like to have like a visual.
Yeah. That's the most important thing.
Like, because you said people also like it because they like being able to see your reactions to things.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it is part of your brand now. The model is just rage bait. Not entirely.
Not
I feel like
entirely.
that makes it sound bad.
No.
You wouldn't commission a model just for
Yeah.
rage bait. Been following since the Monogatari slideshow
Oh
over
my
commentary
God.
in Shinobu with baseball cap profile picture
Holy
era.
moly. You just earned a veteran's discount.
Hey yo, thank you for the $10 super chat, Nate. We appreciate it. Pretty iconic. Intrigued. But yeah, that's how we met. And when did you both know you wanted to marry each other, and how did the proposal happen? Well, I wanted to marry him from like the moment that I mean, I knew I wanted to be with him forever, like the moment I met him in person. I had never met anyone off the internet before, and I had never ever had a serious relationship before in real life. Like, I had internet dated people before, but I had never had a serious in real life relationship. And so him coming and meeting me in person, and he stayed with me for like 2 weeks in like December of 2020. And yeah, I was like, this is my soulmate. We're gonna be together forever. Like, I just knew.
Yeah, I knew very early on.
And yeah, I mean, we moved in together. I was just waiting for my ring. I was waiting and waiting and waiting and
I
waiting
wanted
and
2
waiting and waiting and
years.
waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's so funny though, because I remember complaining to my therapist at the time when I had a therapist, and I'd be like, oh, when is he gonna propose to me? I'm so tired. And it was like a couple weeks later.
Yep.
And I was like, finally. But you tell the story. I want to hear you tell the story.
Okay. Get ready to hear another story of how much of a crazy, mean person I am.
Don't even say that. Don't even say that.
Okay. So, we went to this one place, this restaurant, for our first Valentine's. Well, it was like a belated Valentine's because I wasn't in town. But it's a very nice place, and it's like in a downtown location. It's really pretty. And I got the approval from her family and all that stuff, and I had the ring in my jean pocket, and I took her back to that restaurant. And unfortunately, as soon as we got in the car to start heading there, she's like, oh, I don't feel good. Oh, I'm so tired. I don't even know if I want to go to dinner. I'm so tired.
My tummy hurt too.
And her stomach hurt. I'm like, interesting. We're going to dinner. And we get there. She can't really eat much because she wasn't feeling good. And after it, all she kept saying over and over again, oh, I just can't wait to go home and cuddle and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, awesome. That's really cool. But we're going to go for a walk right now after dinner.
And I'm over here.
There was a park nearby that was the first night we met in person. We hung out there. So I said, we're going to go walk to that bench where we sat for the first time together.
And I'm like,
She's like, what is his problem? He's trying to like make us burn off the food or something.
Yeah, I was thinking,
And
I was
then
like, does he want us to exercise?
I got her down there, and then you can say the rest.
Yeah, so he's walking us down there, and I'm like, I'm so tired. But we're walking, and all of a sudden we get to this fountain, and the fountain is where I actually took him the night we met in person for the first time. I showed him around my town, and I took him to the fountain the very first night we met. And that's where he took me, in which we had been there like multiple times, so like I wasn't really thinking much of it. I thought like, oh, we're near the fountain, we're gonna go sit near the fountain, you know?
No, she did not, Jedi.
No, I didn't know anything. You know, a lot of girls would be like, oh, it's happening, I know it's happening, I can like tell. I didn't know anything until like literally he was in front. So like we get to in front of the fountain, there's like these like benches near the fountain, and it's like no one's over there. It's starting to get dark outside. It's so pretty, but like he gets in front of me, and we were both sitting down, I think, but then, or I was sitting down on a bench, but then he kind of like grabbed my hands to like pull me up, and then I was like kind of just standing in front of him, and he like almost looked like he was gonna try and dance with me or something. I was like, why is he like grabbing my hands like this? So he like pulled me up, and then he started talking to me, And he just started saying all this, like, very mushy stuff. And keep in mind, at this point, I still was not aware. Like, I am so oblivious, apparently, because he thought it was very obvious, but I did not know. And I guess it's also just a testament to how spoiled I am, because, like, he would take me to nice dinners all the time, so I really never thought anything of it. I just thought he was trying to be nice and take me, like, on a nice dinner date. But yeah, so all of a sudden he's, like, saying all this, like, sweet stuff to me, and, like, oh, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, he is being so mushy right now. Like, this is crazy. He's never like this. Like, he's never this, like, mushy. And then all of a sudden, he's getting down on his knee, and I'm like, what's happening right now? And I start freaking out. And honestly, like, looking back, like, thinking about it, like, it's kind of like a whirlwind, because I feel like it happened so fast. And then all of a sudden, the ring comes out, and I'm just like, oh my God, it's happening. And I'm like, I'm actually engaged, what? And then I'm like, and then my stomachache immediately went away. I just couldn't stop, like, jumping up and down. And I was like, I have to tell everyone. And so I was like, yes. And I put the ring on my finger. He put the ring on my finger. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And then we were luckily near one of my friends, and so I was like, we have to go to her house right now. And he was like, okay. And I called my friend, and I never, like, show up unannounced to my friend's house. And I was just like, hey, I have to come over right now. And she was, like, freaking out, thinking something was wrong. And she was like, what is it? And I was like, I can't tell you. I have to come over right now. I'm almost there. She's like, okay. So, like, we get to her door, and I'm just like, and she's like, what's wrong? Is everything okay? And I, like, showed her my hand. I was like, I'm engaged. And I think she was the first person. Was she the first person I told? Yeah, she was the first. She's my best friend, still to this day. But she was the first person that I told, because I wanted to tell someone in person. And then my family, I couldn't really tell in person because we live kind of far away. But I FaceTimed them, and then, well, they already knew because he already asked everyone. But, like, I didn't know. I mean, I knew that they knew, I guess, at that point, but, like, I still wanted to obviously tell them that it happened. So
all right, so that's the mushy details.
Yeah.
Also, we got more questions to do.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I'm just going
saying,
in.
I know. Well, you like that. Everyone likes that story.
But yeah, I didn't have a tummy ache after that. Okay. This one's kind of long. But this person said, hello, Mr. Rev and Mrs. Strawb. That was cute. I've been watching both of your channels for a while now. Rev for keeping up with the current internet news, and Strawb for ASMR stress relief. I first found out about your channel back when Spy Family, one of the greatest anime of all time, was cancelled on Twitter and TikTok by the usual suspects. And I've been watching your channel pretty much daily since. Technically, my first Rev video was a certain Nico oh my god, I can't speak. Yazawa birthday video, but that was before I knew about your YouTube channel. So my question for you, Rev, as a proud Zoomer myself that has been watching anime since I was 12, I have to ask, why are you so negative towards Zoomers? And they just go into it more about it. But what do you have to say? I think
I'm a little harsh on Zoomers. Technically, my wife is a Zoomer, so
yeah,
you know, like some Zoomers, but I get what this person's saying. I feel like I lump in a lot of people as Zoomers. Yeah, I don't literally mean all Zoomers.
Yeah, he doesn't hate me, don't worry,
I just think there's that demographic of people from the pandemic who have infiltrated all the hobbies we all love and care about, and they've made everything worse. So that's, if there was you can call them tourists or something, I guess, would be more appropriate than Zoomers.
Yippee!
That's my explanation.
Yeah, it's like Zoomer, it's like there are some bad Zoomers out there giving us a bad name, but as someone who is a Zoomer, I'm like right near the edge, but I am technically a Zoomer. Because I am much younger than my husband. He's an elder. he's an old person. I'm young and youthful and so young and youthful.
I'm a boomer.
And he's a boomer. I always make fun of him for that. Yeah, he's the real hag. But yeah, he doesn't hate Zoomers. Don't worry.
No.
Don't worry. It's all just a silly hee hee ha ha. How big is the age gap?
6.
6 years? 6?
5 or 6, depending on like.
Yeah, depending on the time of year. It's usually 6.
That's not even bad. People on Twitter would want to like light me on fire for that, but like, literally, it's like such a normal thing. We were
I feel like
in their 20s,
people
like,
act like, yeah, when we first met. Also, I don't even notice it. Like, I joke about you being old, but like, we're the same. We're the same. We both met when we were adults, and yeah, who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Sketchy, thank you for the 100 biddies. Let's go. Oh, this one was good for you. I'll let you read it. I've been reading so much.
Nice.
Wait, what? Oh, this?
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, Strawb, you kind of inspired me to reflect on my faith after that Jesus Save Me video. Oh, Casper, that makes
Very
me
cool.
so happy. I really appreciated all the sweet comments about my testimony video. So, thank you guys.
People went ham on that thing.
That I know is
She
crazy.
was showing me she got like 1,100 subs from that video on like what 40,000
More now.
views.
More now. Yeah. That's
Normally,
crazy.
if I get 1,000 subs on a video, you know how many views I had to get? It's probably like 500,000 or something. Video had to pop off. She got all that support. It's crazy. Anyways, question for both of you: what does your workflow look like when making videos and streams? Things like, what do you do for research? How do you format the info? What prep do you do to have less trouble later? It's a good question.
Yeah.
You want me to answer it?
Yeah, answer it. Answer it.
I would say Gino's like the majority of making a video is doing the research, finding like all the stuff I'm going to talk about. And then I make it very easy. I mean, I literally just have tabs lined up. It saves so much time editing. Because like even when I didn't have a VTuber model, I had to like, you know, if I talked about a tweet, I had to like screenshot it and then crop it and move it, and like it just took a lot of time. So now I can just kind of flow through the tabs, but I spend probably too much time thinking about what I'm going to say because I don't have notes.
No.
People think I have a script. I don't have a script. I don't have bullet points. I have nothing. It's all off the dome.
I don't know
ladies
how he
and
does
gentlemen.
that. I could not do
And
that.
there's, you know, a lot of videos, let's say, like, you know, I'm sure like this week there was probably a 20-minute video that I recorded without a single pause or break.
Is he
or
not
edit.
insane? He doesn't have any notes. He used to do like bullet points.
I was the opposite. I did have scripts. when I
Well,
was-
yeah, but then you had bullet points for a while.
Yeah, but there was a time, like the early commentary days, where I had a script, and I would not go one word off that script, which I think is kind of, and if it works for you, it does, but I don't know. You know, the best stuff comes off the dome, and also the most controversial stuff.
Apparently. Well, sometimes you'll record something and then you'll be like, yeah, I can't post that. I gotta
Yeah.
I gotta redo that. It's like, but that's the one nice thing, right, about like your video. Like a lot of people who do what you do, they go live and they do it all live and then they cut up the
That's
live
the best
stuff.
way to do it, though.
That is the best way,
People,
but
like-
for you, it's kind of like you're able to really reflect and make sure that what you put out there, like you've had time to like reflect. Like it's not like when you're live and you say something and you're like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Like you don't have time to think about it after, but like
Also,
the way
I
you
just
do
can't-
it, you have more time.
I can't imagine streaming, and in order to do that, you can't really read your chat very much, and I can't imagine.
He likes to
doing
read
that.
chat.
But people like Asmongold, Tectone, and a bunch of other people, I mean, that's how they orient their streams, so they can make, 10-minute chopped up clips. It's a talent, I guess.
Yeah.
Something maybe I can work on.
Yours is a talent, though. You're
I know.
talented.
But that's the most efficient way. Because then you
Yeah.
can get, multiple videos a day
Well, yeah, but
off the egg.
off. As for me, I mean, I don't know. It depends. For my streams, I just kind of like set up my stream beforehand. But streaming is like doesn't require as much prep usually for me. Depends on what the stream is. It can require a little more sometimes, depending on what it is. Like for this stream, I had to like I made this like PowerPoint. That was
I miss the
about
eggs,
it.
low key.
I don't.
I feel,
Oh, you mean the eggs on your head? I thought you meant when you were cracking them on my
no,
head.
Like,
The little eggs on your head.
egg
Oh,
removal.
wait. I got...
don't know.
Hold on.
But all I'm saying, guys, I'm feeling something right now.
Honorary egg. There we go.
I gotta get back. I gotta bring the milk back home.
If you guys didn't know, on his old streams, they used to always put eggs on his head. And that's how we came up with the idea for some of my subathons for Rev to crack
Egg
eggs
is
on my
egg.
head. And it was terrible. What are some of your favorite bands, musical artists, or musical genres? What's your favorite?
You want me to go?
Go ahead.
I've had a very interesting relationship with music. When I was a kid and like through high school, I only listened to rock and metal, and I was a snob about it too. I was that guy like, rap? More like crap. That's not real music, and stuff like that. And then